Imagine waking up one morning to find everything you thought was certain now uncertain. Your job, your health, your relationships, all crumbling before your eyes. Most of us would feel lost, angry, and overwhelmed. But what if this moment of crisis was actually an opportunity to become stronger than you've ever been? Jesus Christ, in his divine wisdom, understood this truth intimately. He revealed that those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake are blessed because theirs is the kingdom of heaven. In these profound words, he wasn't offering false comfort or promising an easy life. Instead, he was pointing to a deeper reality, that suffering can be a catalyst for spiritual growth and transformation. Now, picture Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, writing in his journal after a long day of dealing with wars, betrayals, and personal losses. He penned that the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Both Jesus and Marcus illuminated a profound truth. Suffering isn't just something to endure. It's a doorway that leads to growth, resilience, and transformation. Think back to a time in your life when you faced something truly painful. In the moment, it may have felt unbearable, like your world was falling apart. But looking back now, didn't that experience change you in some way? Maybe it made you more compassionate towards others' pain, more patient in the face of adversity, or more determined to pursue what truly matters in life. Suffering is like a refining fire that forges us into something stronger, more resilient, and more authentic. It strips away the non-essential and reveals what truly matters. Both Jesus and the Stoics recognized this fundamental truth about the human experience. Suffering is not the enemy to be avoided at all costs. It's the way forward to a more meaningful and purposeful life. So the next time you face a challenge that seems insurmountable, embrace the struggle. It may be the very thing that transforms you into the person you're meant to become. The illusion of control and the freedom of letting go. Now, let's delve into something we all grapple with daily, our desire for control. Think about all the things in life we desperately try to control. We worry endlessly about the future, attempting to predict and plan for every possible outcome. We obsess over how others perceive us, carefully curating our image on social media and in real life. We even try to control outcomes that are clearly beyond our reach, from the weather on our wedding day to traffic on our morning commute. But what if this relentless pursuit of control is exactly what's keeping you stuck, stressed, and unfulfilled? Jesus revealed profound spiritual truths by saying that the kingdom of God is within you. He wasn't describing some distant realm, but an inner reality. He was guiding us inward to the one thing we truly can control: ourselves. This insight shows us that true peace and fulfillment don't come from controlling the chaotic world around us, but from mastering our inner world of thoughts, emotions, and reactions. The Stoics came to a strikingly similar understanding. Epictetus famously said that we cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. Reflect on that for a moment. You can't control the traffic jam that makes you late for an important meeting or the rude coworker who seems determined to undermine you, but you can control how you respond to each of these situations. Imagine this scenario. You're at work focused on an important project when your boss suddenly drops an impossible deadline on your desk. You feel panic rising in your chest. This wasn't part of the plan, and you don't see how you can possibly meet this new demand. But in that moment, you have a choice. Do you spiral into stress and resentment, or do you focus on what you can control? This is the essence of what both Jesus and the Stoics are teaching us. True freedom comes from letting go of the need to control everything in our external world. Instead, when we focus on mastering our internal reactions, we find peace where we once found chaos and strength where we once felt powerless. It's a radical shift in perspective, but one that can transform every aspect of your life. The next time you feel that urge to control something beyond your reach, pause and remind yourself of where your true power lies. In your response, in your attitude, in your inner world. At detaching from material wealth for true freedom. In our modern world, we're constantly bombarded with messages tying our worth to possessions and success. Advertisements tell us we'll be happier with the latest smartphone, while social media feeds showcase picture-perfect lives that make us feel inadequate if we don't measure up. Society often equates net worth with self-worth. But what if this relentless chase for material things is exactly what's making us feel empty and unfulfilled? Jesus warned about this very trap when he said not to store up treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy and where thieves break in and steal. He wasn't condemning wealth itself, but rather showing us that chasing after material things will never satisfy our deeper hunger for meaning and purpose. Seneca echoed this timeless truth when he wrote that it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more who is poor. Both Jesus and the Stoics understood that true wealth isn't about how much you possess, but about how much those possessions define you. Let's pause for reflection. Think back to a time when you bought something new that you really wanted. Maybe it was a tech gadget or a designer outfit. Remember that rush of excitement when you first got it? How long did that feeling last? A few days? A week? Suddenly, the novelty wore off, and you found yourself looking for the next thing to fill the void. This cycle of chasing after external things never truly satisfies. It's like trying to quench your thirst with salt water. The more you consume, the thirstier you become. What both Jesus and the Stoics point us toward is a deeper kind of wealth, one that can't be taken away by market crashes or thieves in the night. It's wealth rooted in inner contentment, the richness of spirit, and peace that comes from detaching our sense of self-worth from material possessions. This doesn't mean renouncing all worldly goods. Rather, enjoy life's pleasures without being enslaved by them. You can appreciate a delicious meal without being gluttonous, or wear nice clothes without thinking they make you better than others. The freedom from this detachment is profound. Imagine not being crushed when stock markets dip or feeling pressure to keep up with others' lifestyles. Picture being able to give generously without fear of scarcity, or being content with what you have instead of always craving more. This shift from external wealth to internal riches is a cornerstone of both Christian and Stoic philosophy, a path leading to true freedom where happiness isn't at the mercy of material fluctuations, but rooted in something far more stable. So next time you feel an urge to buy something for comfort, or catch yourself comparing your life with someone else's highlight reel, pause. Remember that life's most valuable things can't be bought or sold: your character, relationships, peace of mind. These are treasures both Jesus and the Stoics urge us to cultivate. The strength in love and compassion. We've explored facing suffering, letting go of control, and detaching from material things. But there's another element both Jesus and Stoics valued deeply: love and compassion. Jesus placed love at the center of his teachings when he said, "Love your neighbor as yourself," and even more radically, "Love your enemies. Bless those who curse you. Do good to those who hate you." This wasn't just love for those who loved him back. It was unconditional love extended even toward enemies and outcasts. The Stoics approached love from practical perspectives, but recognized its importance nonetheless. Marcus Aurelius wrote that what injures the hive injures the bee. They saw society as an interconnected web, where every action affects everyone else. For Stoics, like Marcus Aurelius, love wasn't just a nice idea. It was essential for society's proper functioning as well as individual well-being. To understand this power, consider two scenarios. First, imagine a community focused solely on themselves. on getting ahead while protecting their own interests at all costs, with constant competition breeding mistrust among individuals needing always watch their backs. Now contrast this with another community where people genuinely care about one another. Kindness reigns supreme rather than being an exception. Support flows freely through hardships while celebrating successes together instead. Which community do you think would be more resilient, productive, ultimately happier? Both Jesus and Stoics recognized love and compassion aren't just feel-good concepts, they're essential for human flourishing. When act out love, extend compassion others and ourselves, cultivate better world life. But practicing these virtues isn't always easy. Loving enemies as taught by Christ, maintaining compassion toward those wronged feels impossible sometimes. Here's where Stoic philosophy provides practical approaches. Remember, people acting unkindly, unjustly do so out ignorance. They don't truly understand consequences actions. This perspective allows maintained compassion without condoning harmful behavior. Practicing love-compassion also has profound effects on well-being. Studies show acts kindness boost happiness, reduce stress. When extend love, others often find reflected back, creating positive cycle enriches lives around us. As continue exploring timeless teachings, keep power, love, compassion, mind. They're not lofty ideals, practical tools, creating fulfilling life, better world. Death and the art of living. Let's face a truth often avoided: death, the one certainty life, yet so much time spent pretending won't happen. But what if instead fearing death used it to live fully? Jesus, knowing impending death, accepted grace dignity, saying, "Not my will, but yours be done." His acceptance wasn't just faith, it was profound understanding transience. By facing death head-on, teaches how life authentically presents surrendered without fear clouding days. Marcus Aurelius reflected similarly, writing, "Could leave life right now, let determine what to say, think." Stoics viewed death, not feared, natural part cycle believing. Keeping mind could help make better choices. Love deeply, live purposefully. Imagine having loved one, a parent, sibling, close friend. Now picture only one day left them. How spend time? Hold on to petty grudges, distracted, trivial concerns, or fully present, savoring moments, expressing love openly. Both Jesus and Stoics teach living awareness, death, not morbid, fearful, but clarifying force, reminding live authentically every single day, stripping away non-essential, helping focus truly matters. Think daily worries, a rude comment, coworker, traffic commute, weather, keeping up trends. Now imagine deathbed, looking back life. Do worries still seem important? Or do other things come into focus? The relationships, cherished kindness, shown positive impact, made others. Living awareness. Death doesn't mean depressed, fatalistic. Instead, infuses each day greater meaning, urgency. Motivating, pursue dreams, mend relationships, express love freely, live according deepest values. As continue journey through timeless teachings, remember embracing reality. Death, powerful tool, living, authentic, purposeful life. Not dwelling, end, using awareness, make every moment count. Chapter 6. Inner Peace in a World of Chaos. We've come full circle through suffering, letting go, control, detaching material things, embracing love, facing death. So what does lead ultimate goal? Both pointed towards inner peace. Jesus promised followers, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give. I do not give as world gives." This wasn't peace dependent external circumstances, everything going smoothly. Its deep, unshakable calm came within, withstand even fiercest storms life. Stoics sought same kind peace. Epictetus said, "Freedom, only worthy goal. Life won, disregarding things beyond control." Both teachings, direct inward reminding true peace isn't given taken away. It's state being cultivated, thoughts, attitudes, choices. Imagine standing eye hurricane. All around wind rages, debris flies, center calm. This what both offer. Away, find inner calm, eye storm, even world falling apart. How achieve practice? Start focusing. What can control thoughts? Reactions, choices means letting go. Trying control external events, others' behavior. It's about being present moment, rather dwelling past worrying future. Cultivating gratitude. Powerful tool, inner peace. Regularly acknowledging good life, no matter small shifts. Perspective brings sense contentment, embracing simplicity. Decluttering physical space, commitments. Mental space creates room, peace, flourish. Developing consistent practice. Prayer, meditation, journaling, reflection helps center, reinforce inner calm. Most importantly, reframing challenges, seeing difficulties, opportunities, growth. Rather, punishments, unfair burdens transforms entire outlook. Life. When focus principles begin, discover peace. Not dependent world, deeper within. A peace withstands storms, life remains steady turmoil. As wrap exploration, timeless teachings remember, inner peace available, everyone regardless circumstances reserved, wealthy, powerful, naturally serene skill, cultivated muscle strengthened, consistent practice, mindful living. So next time feel overwhelmed by challenges, remember teaching. Take deep breath. Center focus. What can control moment? Not just coping difficulty, practicing art, inner peace, following footsteps. History's greatest wisdom teachers. A universal truth for all. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Jesus said, "You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." These timeless insights reveal that peace, wisdom, and strength already reside within you. Are you ready to unlock them? Your journey starts now. It begins with a choice to see life differently and respond to challenges in new ways. Small daily decisions to practice these principles can lead to profound change. The path isn't always easy, but the destination, a life of genuine peace, love, and fulfillment, is worth every step. How will you apply these teachings? When suffering strikes, can you view it as a catalyst for growth? As the urge to control everything arises, can you pause and refocus on your response? Can you find contentment in what you have rather than constantly craving more? The same potential for wisdom and tranquility that inspired these teachings lives within you. The power is yours. You need only choose to use it. As we conclude, take a moment to reflect. How can you infuse more love and compassion into your daily life? How might embracing your mortality shift your priorities? In the midst of chaos, how will you cultivate inner peace? These aren't mere philosophical musings. They're practical tools for living a meaningful, purposeful life. Whether you're facing personal struggles, navigating relationships, or simply trying to find your way in a confusing world, these teachings offer a roadmap. As you go about your day, remember the strength to face suffering, the freedom in letting go, the contentment from detachment, the power of love and compassion, the clarity from facing mortality, and the peace found in chaos. All of these are already within you. Your journey of profound meaning and inner mastery begins with a single step. Will you take it?